Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. In the year 2000, a film was released that many viewers dismissed as just another college thriller. But beneath the surface, it was telling a very different story. A story about power, a story about loyalty, and a story about a secret society that might feel a little too real. The film was called The Skulls, and while it was presented as fiction, its inspiration came from something that actually exists. The story follows Luke McNamara, a brilliant student with enormous potential, but very little money. He dreams of becoming a lawyer, a judge, maybe even someone who could one day shape the system itself. But dreams like that require connections, and connections are something Luke doesn't have, until one day he receives an invitation. A secret society on campus has been watching him, studying him, evaluating him, and now they want him. The society is called the Skulls, an elite brotherhood made up of the most powerful students at the university. But membership comes with something far more valuable than prestige: access, connections, a path into the highest levels of power, politics, law, business, government. Inside the society's mansion, Luke quickly learns something important. The Skulls are not just a club, they are a network, a brotherhood whose members promise to protect each other, no matter what. And once you are inside for life. At first, the benefits seem incredible. The society pays for Luke's tuition, he gains influence. Doors begin opening that once seemed impossible. For someone who grew up with nothing, this is everything. But power always comes with a price, because the Skulls operate under a code. A code built on secrecy, loyalty, and silence. Above all else, silence. Luke eventually discovers something disturbing. The Brotherhood is not just protecting its members, it is covering for them. Mistakes disappear, crimes vanish, truth becomes negotiable, and anyone who threatens the Brotherhood quickly becomes a problem. What begins as opportunity slowly becomes a trap. Luke realizes the society's influence reaches far beyond campus. Judges, politicians, corporate leaders, all former members, all connected, all loyal to the same network. At that moment, the film shifts, because the question is no longer, is this society powerful? The question becomes, how much power does it actually have? The movie never claims these societies control the world, but it does suggest something many people quietly suspect: that influence often travels through private networks, through old alliances, through groups that operate far away from public view. And that idea is what made the film so interesting, because secret societies and universities are not just fictional. Groups like Skull and Bones have existed for nearly 2 centuries, a real organization, at a real university, whose members have gone on to become presidents, senators, intelligence leaders, and some of the most powerful figures in American history. The movie never directly names them, but the parallels are difficult to ignore. A secret society, a skull symbol, a lifelong network of influence, a brotherhood whose members quietly help each other rise to power. And this is where the film becomes more than just a thriller. It becomes a question: how much of success is talent and how much is access? Because the truth is, many of the world's most powerful networks do not operate in public. They operate through relationships, through loyalty, through systems that outsiders rarely see. In The Skulls, Luke eventually realizes that power built on secrecy is unstable, because when loyalty replaces accountability, truth becomes dangerous, and exposing the truth becomes even more dangerous. The film ends with Luke choosing a different path, rejecting the Brotherhood, refusing the system that promised him power, a choice that costs him everything the society once offered. But that ending leaves viewers with an unsettling thought, because the story suggests something important. Luke may have walked away, but the network didn't disappear. The Skulls still exist. Their members still rise through powerful institutions. And the brotherhood continues, quietly, behind the scenes. Whether the story is fiction or a reflection of how influence really works is left up to the viewer. But the next time you hear about powerful alumni networks, elite societies, or organizations that seem to produce leaders generation after generation, remember something. Power rarely moves alone. It moves in circles, in networks, in groups that promise loyalty long before the public ever sees the results. And sometimes, those networks begin in places that look completely ordinary, like a university campus, a secret invitation, and a symbol carved into a door, a skull.